CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Connor Hogg.
Good evening. Elections Alberta has finished verifying a pro-separation petition. It says the petition was successful with enough valid signatures to prompt a referendum question under provincial legislation. However, the referendum question the Separatists want is in legal limbo. The court found First Nations consultation is needed before it's put forward. An appeal is underway. Despite that, petition organizers say this galvanizes their movement, and they plan to put more pressure on the Premier.
She promised that our question would be on the ballot if we had the requisite number of signatures. Now we have the requisite number of signatures, and she's still campaigning against us having our question on the ballot. Everybody feels vindicated, but we're extremely angry over the fact that they've decided to disenfranchise 50,000 Albertans. There's no excuse for that.
Elections Alberta says over 286,000 signatures were gathered by the separatist group Stay Free Alberta, with more than 222,000 of those verified. 177,000 are required under provincial legislation. Elections Alberta also says none of the seeded names from the leaked list of electors distributed by the Centurion Project were found. One political scientist says this may help the separatists' cause.
It generates a little bit more in the way of attention on the arguments being made by separatists. And the reality is, both in terms of fundraising and in terms of news coverage, the separatist cause has done better than the federalist cause has up until this point. That hasn't moved things in the polls so far, but it does suggest that there is a little bit more in the way of momentum and energy.
The Justice Minister's office tells CTV News this confirms hundreds of thousands of Albertans signed petitions on both sides of the issue. It says it will continue with the current referendum question asking whether to hold a separation referendum. Frustration is mounting for people living in Mundare over a deadly intersection leading into that community. A 17-year-old girl was killed there 1 year ago. As CTV's Amanda Anderson reports, promised safety improvements still haven't arrived.
We just need to get the word out.
A small crowd gathers on the side of the highway to see a new addition placed at the memorial for a 17-year-old girl killed here 1 year ago.
Her personality lit up the room all the time. It's just, there are no words really to describe her because she was so great.
It's still tough, right? So, and when kids work for me, they become one of my own, so.
Anya Paulsett was driving home from work at this intersection of Highway 16 and 855 when she was hit by a semi and killed. This large sign, her father's way of raising awareness for change.
Safety of everybody else.
Her death prompted calls on the province to build an overpass at this location leading into Mundare.
It should have been done years ago. I hope they are keeping to their word and saying that they are going to be doing something about it.
Bernie Paulsett says he spoke with Alberta's transportation minister in December.
He told me his words were this project is getting over the finish line. I just never asked him, when's this finish line?
A spokesperson from the minister's office wasn't able to give us an anticipated construction date either. They say work is in the early design phase and they are committed to building an overpass.
Seeing her going for what she wants, I think she would want us to go for what we want, and what we want is we want this overpass.
Paulsett is encouraging people to visit the Project Anya website, where letters to government can be signed, sending a message about the community's urgency to see the overpass built.
My thought, maybe God's plan is he had to take Anya to get me to do what I'm doing, to get this done.
Paulsett says the sign will stay at the side of the highway until shovels are in the ground to build the new overpass. Amanda Anderson, CTV News, near Mundare.
Data from Statistics Canada shows crime severity is down across the country, including in Edmonton and across Alberta. New crime severity index numbers show the drop. The CSI measures the volume and severity of crime across 149 RCMP jurisdictions in Alberta. The RCMP says 72% of those jurisdictions saw a drop between 2024 and 2025. It also says Alberta is sitting at its lowest CSI score since 2014.
When we talk to communities, we talk to elected officials, we're receiving very positive feedback, and that again is what we're striving for. We want not only the reality that crime is going down, we want the perception and the trust and confidence in communities that crime is going down. And right now, I'll be honest, we're doing very well with that, which makes me happy.
The RCMP says it's embraced new technologies like drones, enhanced its real-time operations center to improve response times, and created community response teams to provide focused outreach and targeted enforcement. Edmonton is seeing a record number of mosquitoes. The latest numbers from the city show more than 20,000 mosquitoes caught per trap. For some people, a mosquito bite comes with more than an itch. It may require medical treatment. CTV's Nermanisa explains.
That's the mosquito right down there.
In one small water sample, mosquito expert Mike Jenkins finds a newly hatched one. We're at record levels for mosquitoes in Edmonton in the past decade.
The mosquitoes now are currently laying more eggs. Each one is laying probably dozens of eggs. So as each rainfall comes and we're getting successive generations of mosquitoes, they're building the population more and more.
Latest numbers from the city shows the mosquito population doubling from the start of the month. City traps are currently catching an average of just over 20,000 mosquitoes each.
It's relatively bad. I have actually used mosquito repellent several times this year, which I haven't in probably 5-6 years.
And as we see an increase in the number of mosquitoes, we're also seeing the increase in a number of so-called Skeeter syndrome cases. That is when children are getting adverse reactions to mosquito bites, some of them resulting in needing medical attention.
Do your mosquito bites get super red and swollen? Well, you might have something called Skeeter syndrome.
The CR doctor says people are coming to the hospital thinking the bite is infected. It's a local reaction to a mosquito saliva. Dr. Shazma Mathani says most cases clear up with an antihistamine and a cool compress. For families at this North Edmonton playground, the bites have been unbearable.
Yeah, my son has had kind of toonie-sized welts on his legs this summer.
We are more so just like itchy from them. The girls, put calamine lotion or the after bite stuff on.
It gets a little red and it starts swelling a little bit. Just big bumps on my legs. Sometimes if I get really bad ones, they're really big.
Jenkins says we should be at our peak for mosquito numbers with the expectation the population will dwindle starting next month. Nermanisa, CTV News, Edmonton.
An artist at K-Days is bringing the outdoors inside. Jason Carter created these large illuminated sculptures of different animals, including bears, wolves, and buffalo. He says he's been creating pieces like this for the past 10 to 15 years. Carter is from Little Red River Cree Nation, more than 7 hours north of Edmonton. He draws a lot of inspiration from his heritage.
For me, as an Indigenous artist, I like to explore my indigeneity through artwork, be it sculptural work and painting. And in this scenario, it's these specific animals that are all very powerful symbols of nature and Canada.
You can view Carter's pieces in Hall E inside the Edmonton Expo Centre. And K-Days says it's seeing strong interest this year. Early numbers show through Wednesday about 11% more people went to the fair than at the same time last year. Traffic into the grounds has also been an issue. K-Days says it's increased police traffic support around the site to manage that congestion. K-Days is asking for patience as it expects this weekend to be busy with the addition of the Post Malone and Jelly Roll concerts at Commonwealth Stadium. Police say a speeding driver from Grand Prairie has been nabbed in BC's Kootenay region after driving nearly triple the speed limit. The 20-year-old man was clocked driving 230 kilometers an hour in an 80 zone last Tuesday near Fairmont Hot Springs. He was later tracked down at a campground, ticketed, handed a driving prohibition, and had his Audi impounded. Police also say they suspect the driver was impaired by alcohol. From Terry Fox's Marathon of Hope to the discovery of insulin, Heritage Minutes have been highlighting Canada's history for 35 years. Historica Canada is in Alberta this week to film a new minute at the military base in Wainwright. It tells the little-known story of an Afghanistan war veteran in a moment of heroism. CTV's Jeremy Thompson takes us behind the scenes.
3, 2, 1, action! This film crew has come to an isolated part of Canadian Forces Base Wainwright to shoot a new Canadian Heritage Minute.
So we're recreating Afghanistan here in the Alberta prairie, and it seems to really work. You know, I think there's enough sand.
It's the story of Captain Jonathan Snyder, a veteran who served 2 tours in Afghanistan. Snyder was leading a group of Canadian and Afghan soldiers on a patrol in 2008 when they were ambushed, surrounded on 3 sides by insurgents.
The scene they're filming now captures the moments after the ambush, where Captain Snyder remains calm and tells his troops what to do, both in English and the Afghan language Pashtun.
You need to return fire! Your men need to fire back!
It's a good story about someone that was real, and they did something great. So it feels very special to be part of that.
The Afghan soldiers were in training. Captain Snyder managed to lead them out of what seemed like an impossible situation, saving nearly 100 lives.
I think it's humbling, for me anyways, to know that this is just pretend for us, but to just try and honor it as best we can and make it a tribute to the men and women that serve.
Historica Canada has filmed more than 100 Heritage Minutes. Lately, there's been a shift towards telling more recent stories of Canadian excellence.
Fight back! See? Fight back!
To help with historical accuracy, the crew consulted soldiers on the base who served in Afghanistan and spoke with some who knew Captain Snyder, who died 3 days after the ambush depicted in the minute.
It's invaluable, to be honest, like people that have been there and just small details that can get overlooked.
The goal is, for people who knew him to say, yeah, that's the guy I knew, that's him.
The finished product will air on TV and Historica Canada's socials in November as a lead-in to Remembrance Day. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Wainwright.
The Edmonton Elks own the CFL's best record at 6-1 after snatching a last-second victory away from Saskatchewan.
57 yards for the win for Edmonton. Down, kicked, good! Blanchard does it.
Vincent Blanchard's big boot from way out gave the Elks the win with no time left on the clock. Quarterback Cody Fajardo gave a huge performance last night, throwing for more than 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. The teams will meet again next Saturday, this time in Edmonton. Kickoff is 5 o'clock at Commonwealth Stadium on August 1st. Post Malone and Jelly Roll took the stage this evening at Commonwealth.
Very excited. He has been a bucket list concert for me, so drove him from Calgary just to come see him.
We came prepared. We brought water, stay hydrated because it's pretty hot. Sunscreen, don't want to get heat stroke.
Merch sales for the show began at 2 p.m. The Post Malone tour is the first in a series of Commonwealth concerts. The second show is tomorrow. AC/DC takes the stage August 9th, Guns N' Roses August 26th, and Foo Fighters September 17th. Down but not out. The Edmonton team in the Amazing Race Canada managed to stay alive this week.
Shayla and Cheyenne, you are team number 8.
Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Amazing Race Canada contestants Shayla and Cheyenne came in last but stayed alive last episode after a 90-minute penalty was applied to the second last team. Today, the sisters told CTV Your Morning they thought they'd been eliminated until the last minute. It was an emotional episode as they were also in Jasper.
We were also surrounded by such devastation with the forest fires and the damage that it did. So it was really weird how we're looking at all this devastation while feeling such devastation.
In a place that like we grew up going to, you know, it's like we grew up like pretty poor, right? So vacations to us were like going camping in Jasper and like spending time in nature, like exactly.
The Amazing Race airs on Tuesdays on CTV. You can also watch the next day on Crave. Coming up next, as a potential flight attendant strike looms, WestJet is letting some customers rebook their flights. And also just ahead, Hollywood on the Prairies. A new film studio opens near Red Deer.
The town has accepted the movie industry quite freely and welcoming.
Still feeling the heat. We made it up to 29 degrees today, and the smoke moved back in under another smoke air quality warning. Tomorrow, we've got some big storms coming our way, a forecast you need to pay attention to. Those details coming up.
With a potential strike looming, WestJet is allowing some passengers to rebook their flights at no charge. The airline says anyone with a flight booked between July 30th and August 4th can either cancel or change their flight once for free. It says it's committed to providing passengers with flexibility and confidence in their travel plans. WestJet says negotiations with the union representing its cabin crew are progressing. If a deal isn't reached, the 4,400 union members could strike as early as August 2nd. Community leaders and water safety advocates are marking the 6th annual World Drowning Prevention Day. They raised a flag at the Queen Elizabeth II building. Organizers say they hope this visual reminder saves lives.
On an individual basis, right? Make sure to wear your life jackets, leave the party for after, watch your children, don't go alone. But when we're talking about this on the kind of a collective scale, it's really important to also bring organizations, municipalities, and government officials in on this message as well. Can we bring in legislation? Can we advocate for, building additional places for people to swim safely?
The Life Saving Society says this week is usually the most common for drownings in Canada. Sylvan Lake RCMP say they sent close to 200 paddleboarders back to shore last weekend because they were missing crucial safety equipment. Paddleboarders need a Canadian-approved life jacket, a sound device like a whistle, and a floating rope in case of emergency. At night, a waterproof flashlight is also required. Police say paddleboarders without the required equipment could face fines up to $300. The Canadian dollar has been struggling. As CTV's Tommy Osborne reports, it's making things tough for travelers to the States as well as small businesses.
I got like 375 for 539 Canadian.
A tough exchange rate for Canadians traveling to the U.S.
Everything's just adding up with everything else, and then that's not even including the food prices or all that, and this is just for travel.
Just have to save more, I guess, for the trip. Plan ahead.
Closing at 71 cents on the U.S. dollar, the Canadian dollar is among the lowest it's been in the past 12 months. And it's not just travelers feeling it. Local businesses are struggling with a weak Canadian dollar and U.S. tariffs.
I'd say even a solid 60 to 70% of my customers were from the U.S. And then, the tariffs were introduced, and that really affected business. So that number has dropped significantly to like 10% maybe.
They get hit with tariffs and you spend more on getting the product there. It's just kind of like a lose-lose for seller and buyer.
Normally, a weak Canadian dollar would help exports, but that isn't the case.
Imagine that your industry is facing a higher tariff from the U.S. In that case, it makes it difficult. Despite the Canadian dollar being weak,
I'll get returns because someone doesn't want to pay that tariff, and believe it or not, some packages even get stuck on the border because nobody wants to pay a tariff.
The struggling loonie on top of tariffs makes buying products more challenging too.
I bought a pair of jeans for $90 Canadian, and then by the time it got here, I got charged $45 for the tariff for it.
Tariffs and trade uncertainty are weakening the Canadian dollar, but Hashmi says the biggest reason is the U.S.'s federal return rate, which is 1.5% higher than Canada.
Money likes to flow where the return is high, so money will be moving from Canada to U.S.
Tommy Osborne, CTV News, Calgary.
Alberta's newest film studio opened this month in a small town south of Red Deer. West of 22 Productions in Didsbury offers a green screen, sound booth, Western-style saloon, and more. The founder has a passion for filmmaking and owns a construction business next door. He and a former co-worker built most of this themselves. His daughter works here too. The family hopes to create more opportunities in the town of just over 5,000 people. Several productions, including the movie Die, My Love and the TV series Fargo, previously shot in the area.
And they kept coming, and the town has accepted the movie industry quite freely and welcoming. There's tax incentives in rural areas, and on $1 million movie, that's a huge incentive.
Some of the productions shooting in Alberta this summer include The Magnificent Seven, Heartland, and My Life with the Walter Boys. Coming up after the break, meet two Edmontonians, one an athlete, the other a scientist, teaming up for a continent-spanning bike ride that's also a 9-month research project.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Well, it was another pretty warm day. We made it up to 29 degrees, average seasonal high being 24. Last year on this day, we were also at 29, and the record 3 degrees away from that. It was 32 degrees. Now, we did start off with some sunnier sky in the morning, at least some bluer sky, but then the smoke started to thicken back up. By the end of the day, we were under a high health risk. We ended off with a 10 here in the city. So the smoke got worse as we went throughout today. It's now coming in from the southwest, from BC. So no longer from the north, but from the southwest. Drayton Valley was an 8. Red Deer a 10 plus, extreme health risk, and Calgary a 7. We'll see an improvement for tomorrow. For us, we should be around a 6. So still a moderate health risk, but it will be better than where we ended off today. So smoke will improve for tomorrow, but it won't completely go away. 29 is what we made it up to. 28 Cold Lake, 29 Red Deer, and 31 in Calgary. As we take a look at the futurecast, what we need to watch out for Saturday will be thunderstorms. It's fairly quiet as we start off, mainly sunny in the morning. And as we head into the afternoon, we'll start to see some cloud buildup, more so to the west first. And then as we go throughout the supper hour and evening, it looks like 6 p.m., could see some good storms roll right through the Edmonton area and to the north as well. Those will track eastward and possibly last until 1 a.m., continuing to push off to the east. Now, these storms could pack a lot of strong wind, heavy rain, hail, and bring a tornado risk. So you want to keep an eye on changing conditions for tomorrow. There's lots of things happening. There's concerts outside. The Midway, be prepared to head inside at a moment's notice. Tomorrow, Lac La Biche 27, Fort McMurray 28, Slave Lake, Whitecourt could see some of those storms about 5 o'clock in those areas before it starts to push to the east. Calgary 32, Medicine Hat possibly around 37. As we take a look at tomorrow, our high is 28. Again, it looks like 6 p.m. to about 1 a.m. Storms moving through the Edmonton area. Strong wind, heavy rain, possibly hail, and a tornado risk as well. So keep an eye on changing conditions. Sunday, back to some sun and cloud, 40% chance of overnight thunderstorms, 25 on Monday, 26 is for Tuesday and Wednesday. In your extended forecast, we see temperatures back into the higher 20s as we end off the month.
A scientist and an extreme athlete are flocking together for a 30,000-kilometer bike ride that will take them across 2 continents. Along the way, the Edmonton duo will be tracking the migratory paths of a species of bird. CTV's Curtis Goodrum spoke to the pair ahead of their 9-month journey.
Carry that with you as a reminder of the big expedition that you're on.
Gifts from friends, speeches from family, and cheers of support. This is the last time loved ones will see Leanna Carrier before she sets off on a 9-month journey.
I've been a personal trainer for 20 years, so I definitely didn't go into this blindly.
She's cycling 30,000 kilometers from the edge of Alaska to the tip of Argentina to track the migratory path of the Whimbrel. She won't be alone.
I'm excited to understand what does it actually take a bird to embark on such an outrageous journey.
Tim Dobert from the University of Alberta says this will be the first time people have physically followed a bird species along a global flight path. He's had the idea for 5 years.
The flyways are the corridors that birds migrate, and something just clicked, and I was like, this would be incredibly crazy, but also super powerful to emulate those journeys.
So he agreed to ride 30,000 kilometers briefly after meeting me, but he said, he had a similar idea, and he's like, we need to create more impact than just riding a record or just riding kind of a highway for an athletic feat.
The cycling science team plans to teach students about their journey along the way.
We get to start with these virtual classrooms, and along the flyway these kids get to follow us. So I'm most excited about seeing the group of kids that follow us from start to finish.
Dobert hopes more people connect with nature through this journey.
Now is the time to tell stories and bring people on board and get people excited.
The team will begin their trip from Prudhoe Bay on August 1st. Curtis Goodrum, CTV News, Edmonton.
That's our show for this evening. For the latest news anytime, visit our website, ctvnewsedmonton.ca. Thank you for spending your time here. Have a good night.